Hi, and welcome to Spare Room's Convos Podcast, where we have conversations about various things in our spare room. I am Brendyn Ford. I'm with the awesome and forever beautiful Brooke Cosmo.
Hey guys.
Wow, Brooke, so it's been like a long time since the last show, huh?
Yes, it has. It's felt like forever now. It kind of feels weird.
It feels very weird, but it was good to be back.
I know. I was going to say happy though, because it's been fun. Like planning for it. I'm like, oh yeah, I missed this. It's been fun.
It's been only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, those 2 weeks been like a whole year, it felt like, because so much stuff has happened in the past 2 weeks.
Right, we've been doing like a million things, I feel like. So it's weird to think that it's been only 2 weeks.
We bought a house.
Yes.
Moved in. Still living in boxes.
Literally.
We painted the
literal
a whole
entire
week
house.
to paint the entire house. Then we have a puppy.
We do.
And I got a new job, and it's been just a crazy, I guess overall, a crazy month.
Yeah.
Think about it. March, we had your birthday, our our 5-year anniversary, and then all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
That we saw. Yeah.
Got a puppy. Got a house.
Puppy house. Job.
Yeah. Working. Yeah. Literally anything you could think of, we were doing it. Honestly.
Too much. Too much.
But it's finally calming down, I feel like, a little bit.
Yeah. It is a little bit. I feel like this month is going to be crazy.
Probably.
Because, I feel like last month was a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
What if, this month is, awful stuff?
Okay, don't say that.
I went to the gym this morning, and I pulled, my lower back. It hurt so bad. And I was like, well, here we go. We had some good luck going, and then, boom.
Well, that's what the girlies on What We Said say. You have a sleigh era, and then you have a flop era.
Yeah, this is life. We
but
call
the sleigh
it just
era
a roller coaster ride. Yeah, it's one of those things. You're yeah, life is good, and then bam.
No, I don't think it'll be super bad though. But I think it will continue to be busy. We still have a lot of stuff to do for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm taking this whole next week off.
That's nice.
That's nice. And then I start my new job on April 17th. So
nice.
I'm busy. Very busy the first month, because onboarding, whole day of meetings, and I gotta ramp up and learn the job,
everything new,
all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Me though, I'm jealous you have a week off. Just had a whole week off for spring break.
Plus you have summer off in a month, right? Summer break starts pretty soon, right?
2 months.
Oh, towards the end of May.
Yeah, our last day is the last week of May. Last Friday, May, I think.
Oh, yeah, so it's closer to 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
But still. It's 6 weeks?
Too long. 7
weeks.
We're counting now.
Yeah, we're counting down.
It's time.
You have one of those calendars in your classroom, you rip off the page and it's a countdown.
No, but when it starts getting really close, I start writing it on the board.
What's
12 days.
Okay, so what's really close, 2 weeks? Or, 30?
I don't know. I start doing a fun countdown with my kids when there's 10 days left. But obviously I'm already counting down the days now. I think my coworker said it's 34 days or school days or something now.
That's funny.
So we're all counting, not just me.
When I was in grade school, I think our teacher made some sort of paper spirally thingy. Every day, one of those rings.
Are you talking about a link kind of thing, a chain link thing?
Yeah, I don't remember if we added to it or took
you
away.
Probably took them off.
I think we took them off. That makes more sense. But I know she was counting down because that link was long as hell. It was went from the ceiling to the floor. I'm it has to be at least 40 days
She's
out.
I'm done.
She's I'm done with y'all. I need to get out of here.
That's hilarious. Actually, I'm dying.
Yeah,
I might need that.
But yeah, it's been a crazy overall month. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. That's why we haven't recorded a show.
Yes.
And we're going to get on schedule here.
Mm-hmm.
We had one hiccup yesterday, so we are recording on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We usually record on a Friday, but then the Wi-Fi in the house couldn't reach our quote-unquote studio room that we have downstairs. And it was because we want to decorate that room. It's kind of bare right now, so whatever. So we're in our other spare room, what we call our office. In the upstairs.
So we had studio room to come.
We had to move all of our equipment upstairs
this morning. Yeah.
And then Brooke had to do it because I can't move because my back is broken right now. So
now I lifted all of these. Well, he kind of lifted the table.
Things right here. They don't know.
I said all these things, like the table, the chairs, literally the whole desktop computer.
Yes, the PC, the monitor.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I did it all. Bren had some faith in me. He's like, I don't know if you can carry it. I'm like, it's not that.
I was very worried about the PC.
Yeah, that's true. He just didn't want me to drop it.
Don't drop the PC.
Yeah. That's true.
That's like $2,000 to replace.
Yeah.
And we are cooked if that thing
literally
breaks.
we cannot. But we're here now.
We're
ready
here
to
now.
go.
We're here now. All right. So as we start off every show with trending topics.
Yes.
We had so much to talk about, guys, but we had to shorten it up because obviously we have like 2 weeks worth of like stuff we want to talk about. So let's start off with TikTok. So this was going viral. I feel like it was like 10 days ago.
Yeah. And
the CEO of TikTok went in front of some Congress members, and I don't know what they call it. Like, I don't know if he was on like trial per se. They were just like asking him like a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
I forget. There's probably a term for that. I don't remember. I feel stupid. But so they were just asking like a bunch of questions about TikTok, and because the U.S. is worried that China is getting a lot of like intel from like
people's information, right?
People, yeah, exactly. So actually, like the U.S. federal government banned TikTok on like federal phones, like federal government issued phones and all that stuff. So like, yeah, I mean, I know there've been talks over the past like 2 years or so about banning TikTok, and it kind of was like it was trending one day, and the next day it was like gone. So it wasn't like a real threat. But now this seems like pretty real, because he was in front of Congress and all this stuff, and they were just like drilling him with all these questions. He was answering, and they were like, "I don't believe you." So it's like, what? Like, I almost feel like the back of their minds are like made up. Like, yeah, we're gonna ban this app because we don't feel like it's like safe.
Yeah.
And maybe they put the CEO in front of them just for like the whole due process component of it. But I almost felt like the vibe is like, yeah, no matter what you say, dude, your app is gone here. Like, we do not care.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that they've definitely had talks about this before. So yeah, it definitely seems more serious now because they actually like brought him in and stuff, like how you said. Which is sad because I do love TikTok.
TikTok's probably my favorite app right now.
I know. I saw this girl talking. She was saying like her friend was like, they have to literally ban TikTok for me to like get off it because I'm not getting off this app. I'm like, that's so true.
We're
like,
not leaving.
Like, people are like, oh, I need a break. It's like I'm on it for hours, but like literally, you will have to ban it for me to get off of it.
That reminds me of the guy at the radio show we listened to.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, yeah, he spends like 8 hours TikTok like per day. Like on his day off, he would just like sit on his couch and just scroll on TikTok for like 8 hours.
Honestly. Same though.
At that point, you might as well ban it though, because like not even from like the like
that is a lot
component,
though.
But like it's like if you're on that app for 8 hours,
that's literally the hours you need to sleep in a day. Like what you're on?
That's bad.
That's so bad. I mean, being on your phone for 8 hours is bad, but just one app in general is real bad.
I'm not judging, but I'm kind of judging. If you spend 8 hours in one sitting on TikTok. So, but my question is, so if, let's say TikTok does get banned.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Like, what app is going to be the next? Because, like, there's Reels, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Instagram. Like,
But I can't stand Instagram.
I know. It kind of pains me a little bit because I don't love Reels. I'm, like, a hater a little bit. Like, when someone will send me a Reel, I'm like, just get on TikTok. But like,
exactly. Yeah, for real. It's like the bad cousin to like TikTok. It's like, what is this?
But I feel like it's like most similar to TikTok though.
Yeah, like the functionality. Except you can't pause on Reels, which
that is annoying.
If you could pause, I wouldn't mind. Yeah. But like TikTok upped their game. I don't think they didn't always have that feature where you could pause and like scroll back.
I was gonna say, and I don't think Reels does
when they did that, I was like, hell
elite.
Yeah. This is the best like social media app right now. You can pause it, go back. fast forward.
The fast forwarding is
all that stuff.
I love that.
I don't know why Reels. I don't know why they don't have that.
We know they'll hop on. They're a copycat app for real though.
But like, I thought maybe it was because of some like patent thing.
Maybe that could be true.
But that doesn't make any sense because you can pause and fast forward, rewind, and like every streaming service, like
true, like
Netflix,
on YouTube,
like that's like
something.
a normal thing. Like I don't understand why they don't put that in there. If they just did that, I'm like, okay, I can get behind Reels a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because even YouTube Shorts has that.
Oh really?
Feature. Yeah.
I don't know much about Shorts. So.
It's just like I don't know. It feels weird looking at like short form content on YouTube, but I like Shorts. Yeah. I think YouTube's gonna make a pretty big push if TikTok goes away.
They probably will.
It almost like feels the same.
Well, YouTube was like the big like video app before TikTok though. Like all these creators from YouTube.
Oh, it's
now
still
are
like
on
the
TikTok.
biggest one, I think.
Oh, for sure. But I know like TikTok is like a little bit more popular nowadays. But yeah, like a lot of creators get more what do I want to say, like a following almost like on TikTok rather than on YouTube. It's a little bit harder to get noticed.
Well, I think that's because, and I was gonna make this point too, that YouTube Shorts only shows you, and I could be wrong, but only shows you the content of the accounts that you had subbed to.
Oh, so yeah, that's...
Whereas like TikTok is far reaching with the For You page. Right. Like you can see stuff that of people content of people that you don't follow.
That's true.
So I think that's like the difference in there. So it's really intriguing if YouTube is working on a way to somehow create a For You page. Yeah. But I don't know how they would do that. Yeah. Well, they could because like when you log on to YouTube, there's have, like videos that are like featured page. Yeah, like featured page. Yeah. Why can't I don't know.
Do something like
that. If those accounts in the feature page to make shorts, why can't they show you shorts? And I could be wrong. I have not spent a lot of time on YouTube Shorts. I kind of was like just scrolling through a little bit, and like I only noticed accounts that I was sub to.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know. Probably not, because like why would they do that? That's like a thing. Like that's like why would you?
I don't know. But then if that's the case, then yeah, maybe YouTube would be the next step if TikTok goes away.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I think Reels probably would be first, because not many people would talk about YouTube Shorts.
No, and I think people who already post on TikTok also post their TikToks on Reels, so it wouldn't be much of a difference, I don't think, for that at least.
I do think if YouTube can get their foot in the game with their short form videos, they would probably take over, because you have so too. Like I think it's they're already king of long form content regarding like the whole video. And if they were able to capture the market share for the short form,
yeah, I agree.
I think it'd be pretty cool. And then it feels like we're always reporting on this type of sad news, like every time. Yeah. Like every week, it feels like. Do you want to talk about this next?
Yeah, I was gonna say I could take over. So, yeah, we're kind of taking a turn, more serious note. Happened almost 2 weeks ago now too, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that.
The school shooting that happened in Tennessee. So it was the convent school, I believe it was called, near Nashville. Obviously, like, breaking news and everything, because it's a nationwide school shooting and very tragic. They said there's 152 rounds that were shot, and the shooter literally broke through the door, which is crazy.
That's wild.
And sadly, 3 9-year-old students were shot, as well as 3 adults. One was a custodian, one was a substitute, and one was actually like the headmaster like of the school, because it was like a private school. So like super sad. But thankfully with this shooting, the police arrived like within minutes of getting the call.
It was like within like 10, right, or 15 or something like that.
Yeah, because they said something, I think when they got inside, it was like the shooter had been inside for like 14 minutes or something.
Okay, so around 15-ish.
Before they like got to the shooter, because they were able to get the shooter down, thankfully.
I watched like the body cam footage.
I can't.
One of the police officers. It was.
I mean, I heard you watching it, but I can't watch it. Like,
no, it was actually wild. Like to have like the courage to go towards gunshots. Like that's what he honestly, he seriously ran. Like I forget the officer's name.
I know. I forgot to write it.
I'm so stupid. Yeah, I wish I had to give him like proper credit. It was brave. Like he heard the shots
and just went towards it.
He immediately like okay. I think it was like upstairs. He was downstairs. He went upstairs. He even like pushed the guy. He's like go, and then they got the shooter down. But that's wild.
But Audrey Hale was identified as the shooter. Police are coming out and saying that they were able to like warrant the house, and they're not really giving out specifics, but they were saying that this has been like planned
out
for months, and that they're also looking into other mass shooters. So it's just so sad. And I know there's obviously a lot of talk about it right now because people have various views on gun laws and everything. And I don't know, I can feel like I can go on and say my thoughts and people will have to disagree. But I don't know, it's just like hard. Like my question is like, how do we move on from here? But I know like the answer is not simple. Because, like, obviously the Second Amendment gives us our right to protect ourselves, like, if we want.
Yeah.
And because I literally looked up the Second Amendment because I'm like, I want to know, like, the details, like, about this amendment. Because, you know, some people feel very strongly about needing a gun.
Yeah.
And it's, like, there to protect us. Like, if someone is not there to protect us, like the government, like, we have the right to have a gun to, like, protect ourselves, which is totally valid because, yeah, if someone dangerous is coming at you, you should be able to protect yourself.
Like, imagine if your house was broken into.
Right.
So, I totally get that.
But when it comes down to, like, the more dangerous guns and, like
ARs and stuff like that.
Right. Like, that is what is killing these kids, and it's absolutely terrifying. And I saw someone in Congress talking about it. Like, this is why you don't use those guns when you're, like, even hunting. Like, it's sad. It, like, destroys.
They said because, like, there's a reason why you don't use a AR to go hunting, like, deer, because there were no deer left.
Right. And he really went off. I don't remember the guy's name either, but I just saw it on TikTok. And, but he was like, there's nothing left of the kids. Like, kids that are, like, trying to learn and to read. And I don't know, the really strong perspective I'm, like, against is people saying that teachers need to be armed because we should not have guns more accessible in school at all. Like, I do not want to have a gun. I don't know any teacher that wants to have a gun at school. Like, we are not trained bodyguards. We're trained educators. Like, we are there to educate these generations, and we should not have to worry about this. Like, other countries do not have to worry about their safety and everything. I mean, honestly, I am, like, a caregiver, too, at school. My kids sometimes call me, like, their school mom. Like, yes, I am your mom at school. Like, I'm your protector. I'm here for you when you are not at home. Like,
right.
I will care for you and I will protect you, but, like, I should not have to worry about protecting you from a gun.
Right.
Like, it's just sad, and it's sad to, like, think, like, how do we go up from here? And, like, I know there's a million ideas, and, like, this has been an amendment, and these things have been around for hundreds of years, so it's kind of hard, and it's definitely going to take a lot and a lot of guts to change it too, like, for sure, because I know people feel very strongly about it, but something definitely needs
something needs to happen. I mean, like, how many times is this going to keep happening?
Like, we can't just keep saying thoughts and prayers or blame it on mental health. Like, obviously, yes, something is mentally wrong with someone who wants to kill people,
especially, right, if you're not
like,
go kill kids, especially, children. Like, you got problems.
But it's like, we can't just keep saying that and move on. Like, I think someone said this is the 180th shooting of the year, and there's been like 182 days or something. Like, that's wild. Sad. Like, that's messed up.
It's wild.
Where, like, other countries have, like, one a year. Like, what?
Yeah, it's wild. No, there's no other way to put it. And, yeah, and there's a quick pivot off your topic. I saw Bud Light was trending the other day, and I was like, why is Bud Light trending? Yeah. I know it tastes awful, but, like, why is it in the news?
Right.
And I guess there's, like, a big outbreak for the company choosing to partner with a transgender influencer and activist named Dylan Mulvaney. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
Which is wild. Like, and I was like, what's the story here? Like, am I missing something, or just people just being directly transphobic now because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna buy Bud Light again. And I saw tweets from, like, I don't know, bar owners being like, oh, we are no longer serving Bud Light. And then there's a video of Kid Rock just, like, using some gun to shoot a bunch of cases of, like, Bud Light and stuff. Like, I'm like, what is happening?
Right, like,
for what?
Yeah, because a trans person is representing the brand. Like, it's messed up. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird. And I'm like, is that where we're at right now, too? Like,
I know. And I know, too, if you're connecting it with the shooting, because the shooter was a transgender, right?
Yes.
And so, yeah.
So maybe that's part of... But,
and
like,
I know.
You can't, like...
people in the news, I know, they always have something to say and something to blame. And it's like, we're going to get away from what's really the problem.
Yeah.
Like, the problem is, like, we need stricter gun laws, not anything else. Like, people, and I don't know, I could go on a rant forever, but it's like...
That's not fair, and, like,
I know,
I laugh because my mind is just so blown about it. It's like that's where we're at right now in, like, a country. Like,
it's just
all
sad.
These school shootings, and then a company wants to promote, like, inclusive efforts, right? And they're like, no. And then I think they're using the hashtag. I say them, like, the people who are just, like, against all this. Yeah. Like, I think it's like, go woke or get woke, go broke or something stupid like that. It's like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, like, I don't get it. Like, literally just, like, a person trying to live their life and you're just, like, mad about it. Like, and, like, Dylan, like, she's so cool too. And, like, she's been becoming popular in, like, social media, on TikTok, like, documenting her days of, like, girlhood and stuff, and, like,
that's cool.
She's a great advocate for the LGBTQ community and stuff. So, like, yeah, Dylan's, like, a perfect face for, like, something, like, of inclusivity, and it's just sad. Like, she's, like, a cool person. It's like, why do we gotta be like that?
It's wild. And, like, I never heard of her before. There's a big outbreak.
Yeah.
And I was like, and thank you for that. I was going to ask you, like, what type of, like, do you know her, what content, like, where she comes from? Yeah. I guess that makes, like, a lot of sense why Bud Light shows her, too. Because, like, I think that's a whole big part of it, right? Because she was, it's like, I don't know. It's like a full year of her being, like, a woman, right?
Yeah, that's like a whole she's been transitioning, like, the whole year. I think it's been, like, maybe just a little over a year now. Gotcha. But, like, she makes a video each day, and it's, like, so cool. And it's, like, very awesome that, like, she does that to, like, promote it for, like, not, like, promoting it, but, like, showing other people, like, they're okay and, like, her journey and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she has inspired millions.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And now you get, I don't know, it's millions, might be over dramatic, but a bunch of people just, like, crapping all over it and just being directly transphobic. I feel like, you know, like, that's my own opinion. Like, people might have their own opinion, like, oh, what? I think that's directly, like, transphobic actions and what they're doing. Like, if you're like, oh, I'm not drinking this beer because of who they are partnering with, then, like,
you're being transphobic.
Come on, dude. Like, yeah. Crazy world we live in.
Seriously.
Like how the famous Future said. You know what I'm saying? You know that meme? Like, what a crazy world we live in. See on TikTok?
I don't know that.
All right, well, maybe we got different For You pages. All right, Brooke, so just to pick this up a little bit, right? After sharing some depressing trending topics.
Right.
I read an article. This is a completely like left field pivot to everything we're talking about.
Yeah.
I read an article written by Forbes that stated that Gen Zers don't feel like they need a college degree to find a career, which I 100% agree.
Right.
Because college almost feels like a scam sometimes.
Honestly.
And I wish I didn't even go to my grad school program and just learn, for example, Google and Coursera have created a bunch of like data analytic courses, right? And I feel like I probably could have learned the same amount of stuff from those courses, right? Versus spending $30,000 for my grad degree, right? From a 4-year,
right?
Well, it was a 2-year program, but 4-year. You get what I'm saying. Whereas like that Coursera Google program cost maybe like $50 a month.
That's crazy.
I think. Yeah. Like, come on, dude. So anyway, a survey conducted by Fiverr. Fiverr is a freelancing job platform.
Okay.
They surveyed around 7,000 people. Roughly 5,000 of them said that they consider freelancing to be as viable as a career path to the normal 9 to 5. But sure. I mean, like, people on Fiverr who are freelancers will most likely say, yes, I think freelancing is a viable career compared to 9 to 5 on the freelancing job platform. So it's kind of like some bias I feel there. Like, you think this way? Probably yes. But whatever.
But the point is valid, though.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's in line. Yeah, you can make a good amount of money doing this freelancing. Like, we talked about a one-person business a couple weeks ago. It's almost the same thing. You can just be a freelancer and have your own business.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whatever. Basically, the bottom line, that skill-based hiring in the normal, like, corporate America world is actually increasing, which kind of promotes the idea that, like, you don't need the college, piece of paper saying, oh, I graduated from my college. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that normal, way of the path of life is actually turning. And IBM actually saw a drop in their degree required job listings. This is a study they looked at job postings from 2011 to 2021. Okay. And there was a decrease from 95% required a some sort of college degree, right? Now only 50% towards the end, like towards 2021.
Honestly,
so I'm from 95% to like 50, so half.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like here for that. I like totally agree with that. And like how you were saying, like with your graduate program, like you could have done it like through like different courses that only would cost like $50.
I could have learned from courses. There's a guy I follow on YouTube, Alex the Analyst is his page. He has years of content on there. I could have he has so much content that he got credited to start his own boot camp, data analytics boot camp. So like you can get a whole a bunch of experience just from watching his YouTube videos.
Right.
Like that's the world we are living in right now.
Right.
You have your own content creators making mostly, for the most part, like free content so you can self-learn, right? Then you have these major companies like Google seeing like, oh yeah, there's a lot of content creators out there. Let's partner with some sort of business to create our own content, basically, and sell it cheap, like $50 a month compared to $30,000, is a really big difference. And you can learn basically the same amount of info as that $30,000 grad program.
Right, and I was going to say, in relation to that, like, I feel like something can be very similar for teaching, to be completely honest. I feel like majority of what I learned, like, for the classroom was, like, actually being in the classroom, like, experience, like, things. So, like, all the classes I took, like, did not do much. I mean, sure, maybe Google could offer a course on lesson planning. Like, honestly, that's one of the things I feel like I really learned in college, and then I have to learn everything else hands-on. Like, teaching is so go with the flow and, like, putting what you know into practice. So it's like, yeah, things can be offered so much cheaper, and, like, using skills that I already have in the profession, like, would be so much better than, like, wasting all thousands of dollars on a degree where I'm like, well, I basically already know how to do this. I just needed time to practice it.
Yeah.
A thing instead.
I totally feel that.
Yeah.
And going back to that IBM stat with them, like, decreasing the college required job listings, like, IBM is one of the biggest IT companies in, like, the entire world.
Yeah.
Like, this is not no, like, small trend with some small business. Like, these are major corporations.
Right.
I can't say they. I'll only use one example. So one major corporation doing it, and I bet a lot of other companies are following suit with this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild. So actually, my question is do you think the rise in skill-based hiring and the increase of content creation, right, is that going to aid in the downfall of what we know of the normal, like, college route? Like, do you think, like, I think enrollment is already decreasing for the most part. Do you think so, like, that number is going to keep on going down?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think if this is, like, going to be a thing, college enrollment is definitely going to change. Because, like, people see it all the time, like, on social media, and, like, if these jobs are offering this type of employment, I definitely would see a decrease in it, for sure. And I'm, like, here for it. I think that's awesome. And I think there's a lot of people, one, that, like, can't afford college or, like, not about it, but they're, like, talented, so they can't get that sort of job type thing. So I'm, like, here for that, like, giving those opportunities to people that, like, would actually be good at it. Like, yeah, let's, like, offer it to these people instead of, like, maybe someone who went to college but does not really give an F or want to try, or like, really talented like someone else might be.
And of course, this only applies to a certain number of jobs. Like that, right. Like, if you want to be a doctor,
sorry,
you better be going to school, dude. Like, like, you're not doing. I think you're not working with me unless you did it. Like, you know what I mean? Exactly. I think it's level of, like, you have to learn. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, but, like, I work in sales. You don't need to go to college to work in sales, dude. Like, right. You don't need to. Yeah, sure. People say, "Oh, I learned a lot in my sales courses." Yeah, you did, but I'm also saying you could probably learn the same amount of stuff
in a different type of format.
There's a bunch of creators right now on LinkedIn giving out free info through, like, podcasts, YouTube shows, their posts. You could probably learn the same amount of stuff from them as you did in school.
Right. That's facts.
So it's crazy. Like, yeah, and like you said, I am all here for it. Like, if people can bypass going in student debt and learn the same amount of stuff,
right? Like, go for it.
Yeah, go.
Honestly,
like, do it. Like, I don't know.
Yes.
Like I said, I'll go back in time. I wish I could go back in time.
Yeah.
And not enroll in that grad school program and pay $30,000, or I didn't pay yet. Now I'm in, like, debt right now.
Right.
Right. More debt. And yeah, I could have learned the same stuff on Google, YouTube.
Right.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild.
For sure.
All right. So over the past 2 weeks, we also watched a lot of TV.
Yep. Because
I know.
We're tired at the end of the day, and this is what we do. But I love it.
I love it. We can finally go into detail about season 4 of You. We didn't a few weeks back. We didn't want to spoil it, but now, like, everyone knows what happened.
Yeah, it's been like almost a month now. It's been out, right? So.
Yeah, and this season has been wild. Okay, so I remember saying this it must have been like a month back. Uh-huh. I was like, yeah, I love this season because it's like a different vibe.
Yeah.
Joe's not like the bad guy. Yeah. Like, he's trying to solve this like serial killer mystery thing. Like, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then boom, no, he is that guy. He's both.
I was literally shook when I'm like, wait a second, he actually is crazier than
he's before. More crazy than what he was.
I'm like, this has been an act. I'm like, he's actually been wild this entire time.
He's been wild. He's been going crazy.
Like, literally crazy.
He's been gaslighting himself. Like, that's wild. Like, he don't know what's going on.
Literally had no idea.
Wow.
I was like shook. Oh my god.
It's wild. So when wow, like when it all came together.
Yeah.
Like the way
I know, I still cannot believe it.
Did like those college students
Stop.
was bogus.
Still think about it.
He sliced one and then he set up the other one for pretty much life in prison.
I am upset about that. What was her
wild.
name again?
That was probably the most evil thing like Joe has done this entire series. Probably.
Actually,
like,
what was her name
has
again?
to be.
I can't remember.
It was starts with an N, I think.
Nadia?
Maybe something like that. I'll remember the guy's name though.
I don't either. But for real, she was on it, and I was like,
she knew what was going on.
And then, oh my god, no, for real, what he did to her, I thought about that for hours. Like,
yeah, it was evil. The way he just walked off the scene, he was like, and she has not said a word yet in prison. I'm like, that's bogus.
No, but my prediction now, sharing, in the next season, her and Marianne, they're gonna get him.
You think so?
I want them to.
The only way you get him is you have to kill him.
Well, right, but Joe has no idea that Marianne's alive. He thinks she's dead.
That's true. That's one like ace in their pocket right there.
He thinks she's dead. So that's why I think Marianne has some leverage. And obviously they can't bust him for things that he's done now. Like he got away with the evidence and they pinned the evidence on the last killings on Nadia.
Yeah.
So, but I think obviously he's not going to stop. He's freaking crazy.
No, now he has money. Now he's with that rich girl.
But now they know everything. Like them two girls are powerful, and they're gonna do something.
But you forget he's also more powerful now too.
He is. Though.
He has a bunch. Because you remember that who's a girl that he started dating towards the end, the rich one.
I don't know. I don't really care for her, but
yeah, I'm so bad with names, even though we watch.
But I'm also mad. Like he just keeps getting away with these ladies, and like, come on.
Yeah, somehow he like pulls and stuff like that. And, like he gets bailed out all the time. Somehow.
Right. He's like, I'm a mass murderer. And they're like, okay.
Like, I like that.
I like that. Like what?
No, he has the biggest plot armor ever. I think the writers just do that on purpose because obviously he's like the main character. But, like, even when the college student girl, whatever, found Marianne in that, like, box.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we can't call the cops because he would just find a way out. I'm like...
like, what?
What? What kind of logic is that? No. I don't know if that's, like, bad writing or, like, they did that on purpose.
They're just trying to keep him in
I'm like, the most reasonable answer would be just call the police and they'll show up and like, oh, why is there a person trapped in this, like, hamster box, basically? Right. And it's like, what are we doing? So Joe has the biggest plot armor ever. Like, he should have been, like, dealt with by now.
Yeah.
I think the show ends with him dying. It has to.
You think? I
think so. Unless they really catch him in, like, the act.
Yeah.
But, like, because now the box is gone.
Yeah.
So that evidence is gone.
Yeah. Right? Something big is going to happen. Obviously, because it's going to be the last season.
Yeah, I mean, I think he even said that.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think they've officially announced that it's the last season.
Yeah. I don't know. How do you really, like, it's going to be the same thing over and over again. Kind of like Dexter. Like, he just keeps slicing up people. Okay, like, this is what we're, like, doing. And then, like Dexter ends up dying. That's how the show ends.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, the rerun, or not rerun, but what does it mean when they bring it like a show back?
Reboot?
Reboot, yeah, because it ended off on like a cliffhanger.
Uh-huh.
Right? And then they rebooted it because fans were like, we need a proper ending. What is this? So they're like, okay, watch this, dead.
Watch this.
They just kill him off. So like, I feel that's what happened with
I've never even watched Dexter, but that's funny.
Yeah, dude, I watched the newest season. I think it came out like last year.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh.
They're like, watch this.
And then they're like, yeah, be careful what you like ask for. I'm like, all right, dude. Then we can get it. Like, you have all the power. We get it. You just killed him off.
That's actually wild.
Yeah, so I think this is the only proper way for this show to end.
Yeah.
Because Joe will just keep on doing it. Like, sure, you can put him in like prison, but then people will be like, oh, what happens next? Because like, obviously he has to come out. Like, so he has to die. Like, there's no other way you end this thing. Like, he has to get killed.
Yeah, you might be onto something.
Yeah, I think I'm like, an expert in this. So
whatevs.
All right, Love is Blind. this season. They should just cancel the show, honestly.
This show is painful.
It lost its true nature. Now people just looking for clout are going on the show, and they're like, I just want to fall in love. I just, I think that you can fall in love. No, they're the most messy people ever. They don't go through the process at all. Like, season 1 was like very, you could tell the people
they were actually like
bought in and try to do this like social experiment.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, oh, I want to go catch a bag. I'm a D-list actor. Let me go on Love Is Blind.
I don't know if I love him or not. Like what is that? Like, you're literally just playing around. Like, we already know. Like, I could already bet who's gonna act. Like, I don't even know if any of them are gonna go through it, actually.
Yeah, and we just watched it. 3 episodes came out Friday. Mm-hmm. So we just watched them. Well, at least I did.
Shut up. I fell asleep.
Someone fell asleep after the first one. And of course, I wasn't going to stop. I was like, I'm going to finish this out.
I need to catch up.
I was like, Brooke, wake up. This is wild. This is wild. You probably you don't even remember that, do you? No, you don't. No. You're out of it. But obviously, like, we're on the same page here. Micah stinks.
Literally.
What's the other girl's name?
Irina?
She stinks. Jackie's the worst. I don't think you even know what happened with Jackie. He fell asleep.
But I know she's toxic. I've seen some stuff released about her. I don't know if we should share any like spoilers we know or anything. But
just know she stinks.
I saw some stuff about her, and I know she's been shady. And now the show's like low-key ruined about her because I just can't.
Bro, she sucks. There's no other way to put it. Like, she's just awful. Like,
and Marshall's cool. He's like all about her, and I'm sad.
Marshall's a cool guy.
He is.
Hashtag justice for Marshall. Okay, he deserves so much better than whatever this girl is trying to get. Like, she sucks. Like, and this show has its own plot twist of its own. Cause you thought like Michael and Irina or Micah. Is there even a Michael in the season? Did I just get that up?
You just made that up.
I just made that up.
You're thinking about your best bud, Michael. It's fine.
Michael, I miss you. So Micah and Irina were posed as like the villains, right?
Okay,
and
but
here comes Jackie, like Joker level villain, bro. She's like, "What's up? I'm actually the worst out of all y'all. I'm the most messy woman here." And like, wow, like she really took it to a whole nother level.
Maybe because I miss some about her, I still am like mad about Irina. Like, I cannot stand her actually. No. Like, I could stand Micah over her. Like, Irina, like, is pure evil to me.
Irina is just an immature, like, person.
Yeah.
Let's just say Jackie's so bad, she makes Micah look wifey material. Let's just say that. Like, that's how bad she is. And I was like, so after the episodes ended, like, I looked at her, like, page, her, like, gram.
Yeah.
Right? And she thinks she's so funny. She's like, oh, I got haters. She's like, everyone has haters. Mine are just out in like public. I'm like, bro, do you know? Like, do you comprehend what you did?
She doesn't though.
Like, she's just clout chasing at this point.
She is.
Like, I'm like, you think this is so funny? You're eating all this up. Like, do you get like how you were crying every damn episode, right? And telling Marshall that he's too emotional for you when you're the one crying, and people are like, "Oh, well, she has stuff going on." Yeah, I get that. Right. Okay, I get that, but you don't need to go through your own hardships and also bring someone down at the same time. And she was like saying like her like mental health with bad this and that. Like, look what you put through Marshall. Like, look what you put him through. Like, you don't think his mind's all messed up now because like you are playing games with him. Like,
literally, like playing games. I just don't get it. The part that made me mad yesterday was when they were like trying to have a serious conversation. She's like, "Oh, your eyes are just so pretty." I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" Like, we're not. Thanks. You cannot, right? And I'm like, you cannot even be serious. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, she is a different breed of a.
She's just.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. His EQ level is like 1 million. Mm-hmm. Hers is at like -10. Like, she has none. Like. Her emotional intelligence is like not there. Like, there's no awareness and whatever.
Well, to pivot, if we're talking about EQ, we need to talk about Kwame. Cause
oh god, Kwame stinks too.
I keep saying everyone say SK 2.0. I'm like, bruh, really, seriously though.
But at least like SK didn't flirt with a whole other woman literally 10 feet away from his like fiance. Kwame went there. Like, the pool scene, that
made me
wild.
mad.
I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Seriously.
I'm surprised, like, Chelsea didn't walk over there and, like, drag him out or something like that. Like,
seriously. I'm not, like, obsessed with Chelsea, but, like, she obviously has some emotional intelligence and, like, actually cares for Kwame. Like, she's obsessed with him, and he does not care about her at all.
No, she's, like, completely bought in.
Right.
She's the only one I feel... Well, not the only one. There's, like, a few this season that I feel like actually bought in to, like, the true nature of the show.
Yeah.
And she could, like, fully committed to him.
Yeah.
Even all the BS he was doing with Micah.
Right.
That she doesn't even know. So that, like, reunion episode is going to be wild. It's going to be fireworks going off. It's going to be wild.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Like, she's probably already seen, like, obviously, like, the footage, stuff like that. But the way he was acting with Micah, oh, man. She's, like, very direct and blunt. So, like, she's going to, like... Yeah.
She's going to say it.
She's going to say some stuff.
Yeah.
Unless they do get married. I feel like if they get married, like, she's still going to, like, say some stuff to him.
I don't know. If they get married, Kwame is a little fake, I think. I don't know.
I don't think. I think she will say yes, and he's going to say no.
I think so, too.
Because he's so wrapped up into, like, he had to move to Portland, or move from Portland to Seattle, and Chelsea's not sacrificing everything. He is... It's like sometimes they get into like riffs. Yeah. I'm like, bro, did you miss the part where you were like damn near cheating on her?
Right.
Like you're saying all this stuff about her, but like what about you? Yeah. And people think this is my like dark horse, theory or opinion.
Okay, yeah.
People think Brett and Tiff are a for sure thing. Nah, bro.
You don't think so?
Nah,
I was just going to say, we should go through the couples and just say yes or no if we think they're going to get married. Them two? I think yes.
Unless the editors are doing a great job of, like, making us believe... Well, I feel like it is. I feel like backtracking what I said. Because you remember when we saw the quick little trailer for the batch of episodes we just got? Mm-hmm. She was, like, crying. Yeah. Right? Or, no, she was crying at the altar or something.
Oh, yeah.
And it made it seem like, I was like, is she saying no? Is she crying because she's saying no? Yeah. And then, like, she was crying a lot these past 3 episodes because of, like, stress. Sure. Like, whole wedding day is coming up, and like Brett did everything. Like, he took her out on a nice like date, like rented some like airplanes, some little small like what's it called? An airplane can land in like water. Is there a special name for this type of planes?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but they went a little like flight, right? Cute. And then he took her out to this restaurant for like a dinner. And they had their own private, like it was like closed out or something like that. And he like set up. I don't know if you remember, but he was taking photos of her with like the. Ring, one of the first episodes. I don't remember. You don't remember that? They had their own like shoot going on.
I missed a lot.
Photo shoot. Okay, whatever. Anyways, they had like the photos displayed up next to like the table, so it was a real like, nice dinner. Yeah.
Yeah,
so he went all out.
Each other.
He was pretty much like, yeah, I know I've been stressed out. I want to just like enjoy like a nice night. And if she does all this to say no, like.
I will be crushed.
I'm telling.
Brett's a good guy too.
Either like I said, either they're doing a great job of making us believe she's going to say no, and then end up being yes, and like then I'm just feeling stupid because obviously it's been since day one they're a very good couple. You can tell they're going to get married. Yeah. But if she says no, that's going to be like one of the biggest plot twists this like
honestly, because I feel like they're the only really secure couple.
Yeah. Well, also because the season sucks. Yeah. So that they seem very like, good.
That's true.
But Brett's awesome. And she's awesome too, like, but like if she says no I couldn't imagine why she even say no to him, honestly. Like, I know. Unless she's just tweaking right now. Yeah.
Like she would be tweaking to say no.
And that's on the trailer for next week's like last few, she was crying again in the bed.
Come on, don't do Brett like that, please.
Yeah, and then there's like a clip of Brett saying, like, this should not be happening.
I remember seeing that.
You remember? So, like, either they're, like, building this up to make us think that they're not going to get married, and then end up doing, like, just getting married just because they want to, give us cliffhangers and whatnot. Or if they really don't, that'd be wild. Okay, but I think just go down the list. Obviously, Micah and Paul, no.
No.
Jackie and Marshall is not going to show up. there was a clip of Marshall like walking down the aisle or showing up or something like that. I'm like, bro, why are you even there?
I know.
Jackie didn't even show up there.
I was gonna say she might not even show up to the wedding.
I don't know if he's like showing up and he's gonna just like talk trash about her, like standing on top of the altar.
We stand that
wild.
king. I would like that.
Kwame and Chelsea, no. Even though, like, that's, like, a second place for me. Like,
I was going to say, they could maybe be it, but I don't know about Kwame. I think Chelsea will say yes, but
Chelsea
I
will say
know
yes.
about Kwame.
Going through the list, I think both Micah and Paul will say no.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
What about Bliss and...
Oh, no.
What's his name?
Zach.
No. I don't think so, either.
Zach will say yes.
He will. But
Bliss is battling with the whole second choice thing.
Yeah. Which I don't blame her, honestly.
Yeah, that's what we talked about before season started. I'm like, it's a weird line to cross because, like, they are dating multiple people. And that will come up sometimes. Like, sometimes you are second, maybe even third choice for someone.
Right.
Because you are dating a lot of people in those, like, pods. But dealing with, like... the thought of being second or third place, that's hard to overcome.
I know. I think another couple, was it like in the second season? I can't remember what their names were, but I know that girl struggled with that too.
It was
I can't remember their names for the life of me. It was the Chicago season though.
Yvonne, yeah.
I know, I was gonna say her name was something like that too.
And the guy, I don't remember the guy.
I know, but I remember. Well, it reminds me of their relationship because I know she really struggled with that too.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. Like, I don't know how you really battle that. Like, honestly, like, I don't know how you overcome that at all.
Yeah.
And then, are we missing one? Either Micah, Paul.
I don't think so.
Jackie, Marshall, Kwame, Chelsea.
Because I think that was all of them.
Brett, Tiffany.
If we are, they're irrelevant, I guess, because we can't remember them. I don't think there is anymore.
Maybe, you're probably right. But yeah, I think... I don't know. What if, like, none of them get married?
That'd be wild.
That'd be the first season, I think.
I think so, too.
Yeah, that no one got married. Looks like they gotta pick some better people to go on these shows instead of these clout chasers. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they come out with more because I think they filmed a lot of these seasons at like the same time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, these were like they said a year or so ago.
A year ago, yeah. So I wonder if more will come out. Like maybe they filmed one other city during this time. Maybe because I don't know how you keep doing this show. Like
I don't either.
At this point, it's just like it's more messy than a real experiment. Like
honestly,
but
I feel like they kind of like it that way.
I mean, it gets views.
It does.
It gets us
talk about it.
Drama gets us hooked in. We watched Dance 100.
Yeah, another Netflix show.
It was kind of whatever, in my opinion. But
okay, well, maybe because Brennan is not passionate about dance. It was really good. I loved it. So Dance 100, instead of like most dance shows being about like the dancers, this one was like about the choreographers.
I did like that. I actually did like the show.
It was cool. I know. I was gonna say, don't you be?
I watched
you were in it.
I remember being like, Brooke, you want to watch Dance 100?
Exactly. But no, it was so cool. And the show's called Dance 100 because the choreographers in the end, like the top two, have to make up with 100 dancers. Yeah. So it was really cool to like go out with it. And it's like a lot of a different perspective. And I think it really like showed the art of like choreography and stuff like that. I liked it.
It was definitely different.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I feel like most dance shows were like, yeah, the dancers are really good. Obviously, they're on the dance show. And the dancers in Dance 100 were very talented. But I liked it because it was like just a different take on dance. Like, focusing more on the choreography than...
And it made them dance too.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was cool. Yeah, the choreographer danced in with the thing. So yeah, that was fun. I loved it.
And then, Brooke, I started watching Dave. Mm-hmm. Season 3 just came out. Yeah. And it's been like... Dave, usually he's like goofy show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that show's wild.
But yeah, it was wild. And if you guys don't know Dave, it's the rapper Lil Dicky. On Hulu.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. It's a pretty cool show. But this first 2 episodes, the first 2 ones were pretty deep. Like it wasn't as normal. Like there's still some like humor in there and funny, but it was pretty like heavy hitting a little bit.
Yeah. I feel bad I did fall asleep in the second episode, but yeah, the first one made me sad. He was going through it.
He was going through it.
I know, they were being mean to Dave. I was like hurting his feelings. I was like, dang, I'm unwell. But
he's just a guy just trying to find love, you know? He's this famous rapper and people keep trying to screw him over.
I know, it's sad, but no, the show is like genuinely funny, but yeah, they're getting a little more deep in this season.
Yeah. But it's cool because I like I don't know. It's a different vibe of show. Like I think they do a great job with it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I wish I knew like his actual full name, but Dave is very active with like the directing component and stuff like that, and kind of control. Because like I don't know if really it follows like his life per se, like to like the actual T, but I think at some level it kind of portrays his life and his journey and him chasing like becoming a rapper and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's a pretty cool show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I think it's worth the watch. It's very easy watch too. There's only 2 full seasons. Third one just came out. Each episode's around 20 minutes. I think it's only like 10 episodes a season, if that, maybe 8 or something like that. So it's really easy watch, and I think it's a really solid show. I think it's all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's different, but I like it though.
Yeah,
it's good. One of the last things I wanted to talk about with like pop culture type things, kind of, is this new app that came out called Lemon 8. So like lemon, like the lemon fruit, and then the number 8. So kind of like lemonade, but lemon 8.
Lemon ain't.
No, 8
like
to
lemon
the number.
Ain't, is it? Like this is a bad app. It sounds like.
No, I actually really like it. So, I was seeing some of these like girl creators like talking about it, like, oh, go follow my Lemon 8. I was like, what is that? And then my sister was telling me about it too. And basically, it's kind of an app for the girlies. So, sorry, unless you do want to join. But
an app for the girlies. What is this even about? What is this?
So, it's kind of like Instagram, Pinteresty in one. Like, it's basically where girls post like photos and stuff. Here, let me like show you really quick.
So is this old Instagram?
It's like girls posting like their pictures, and like, see, this girl's talking about like her photo dump, looking at room inspo, like books they're reading, doing their makeup.
So it's only photos.
Yeah, only photos. It's like Instagram, but people like make cute little doodles on them. And, like, literally just, like, posting.
I give it a month to phase it out.
Pictures. No, the girlies are thriving on here.
I'll give it a month.
No, it's really fun. I don't know. It's cute. I like it. It's better than Instagram a little bit.
Yeah,
but it's like, set up like Pinterest a little bit. So it's, like, kind of, like, inspo-y.
It's what Instagram used to be.
Exactly. And that's what the girlies miss. A lot of people miss. Like, it used to be, like, a photo app. Now Instagram, kind of like how we talked about earlier, kind of trying to be TikTok with Reels.
Well, they're all copying each other.
I mean, they are.
And they kind of went away. Like, if Instagram wanted to stayed photos, they'd probably be doing better right now. In terms of, like, market share, probably. Like,
I think
because that's what people want. Like,
yeah.
And now I hate IG, so I don't go on it that often. But when I do go on and I scroll, it's not even photos anymore. It's just like Reels.
Videos, yeah.
Videos, yeah.
And sometimes it's also not like who you follow. Like, they've kind of like thrown in there too, like people you don't follow, like maybe things you might like. But I'm like, oh, I don't follow this person at all.
Well, I don't really mind that because I kind of like the For You page of TikTok. Like, yeah, you can, recommend content for me. That's cool based off what I already follow and like. But I think people who are Instagram for lifers, right? I think they would largely prefer the photos.
Yeah,
that's kind of
but like on Instagram, I liked when we could see like people that I'm following. Like, I want to see their content. There's a discover page on Instagram where you can go and like if you want to find other different things. Like, I'll go on there sometimes too, but I feel like I don't see people I follow as much on there, where I'll see, like, Reels a million times of people that I don't even know. But I'm like, oh, I do like that, but I don't follow you.
Yeah. I feel that.
But yeah, Lemon 8.
Lemon 8.
I like it.
Lemon 8.
It's just something different.
Lemon ain't gonna be here that long.
Whatever. Just a hater.
Watch me become the next big app.
Right, exactly. I'm like, you're a hater.
Back on this like a year from now. I was like, worst take ever.
Right, exactly.
That's funny. All right, Brooke. I'm done talking for today.
Yeah, same.
I can't even function right now. You and I both get like 2 hours of sleep.
Yes.
Because PK is kind of like a small child.
Yes.
At least he tells us when he needs to go outside, but then he doesn't finish everything outside. He comes back inside and he finishes it all.
And it's like 3 a.m. So.
And what I mean by that, guys, is I seriously let him outside at like 2:30.
Yeah.
He peed, and then I left him alone for like 2 seconds. I came back, there was crap all over the floor. I'm like, dude, we just came inside. Like,
literally.
what are you doing?
But he does that though. Like, we literally like come inside too, like coming home after work, and then he just like comes in and goes to the bathroom. It's like we were just outside, actually. Like, I don't know, but my
boy's crazy. But then I went to the gym at like 5 a.m. and I was like, yeah, here we go. Because after that happened, I just couldn't fall back asleep.
Yeah.
Mostly because I was like mad.
I was like, I was gonna say, I don't know how you do that. Because I was like, good night.
Yeah, and then I went to the gym, and then I pretty much broke my back. I'm like, okay, so
you're like, this is a great morning.
Today has been awful. I'm about to go get some Dunkin', which is the best coffee place.
I'm jealous.
I'm surprised. I was kind of like giving you like an alley-oop there to say Starbucks is the best. But whatever.
No,
it's cool.
I mean, I do like, I have come to like their sweet cream cold brew at Starbucks, but the new cold brew, the chocolate one at Dunkin'.
Oh, you mean sweet foam or sweet cream?
Okay, well, I get the vanilla sweet cream cold brew with vanilla sweet cream cold foam at Starbucks.
I didn't know that's what it's called.
Yes, that's like a million sweet cream cold brews.
I don't know how you can have cream with the coffee.
Anyways, it's amazing. I don't know how you drink it black. Bren drinks black coffee.
It's the best way to drink it.
But anyways, the chocolate cold brew at Dunkin' is fire. Actually, it was really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I think it's like a caramel foam with like black.
It's like chocolate. It said like some chocolate cold brew with.
I have black coffee. How do they make black? Is it actually black coffee that make it chocolate flavored?
And they probably just add a syrup, babe.
So yeah. Oh, really? Is that how they do it?
Okay.
See, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
He needs the coffee.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm leaving. For some reason, I thought like they just mixed in like coffee and milk, and like there's like Starbucks stuff. Like I don't know how you make that stuff.
We're gonna leave the coffee making to that.
I'm not that barista.
All right, let's wrap it up.
I'm done. I'm going to sleep. Just kidding. My back hurts too bad. I'll probably just end up chilling.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. I know it's been like we said, like 2 weeks now, but we're super excited to be back in schedule, and hopefully you enjoyed the episode. We had fun coming back into it.
Yes. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Like it up. If you're on Spotify, please follow us on there.
Yes.
Be a friend. Tell a friend, please.
Yes.
About us as we try to pick up this show.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll try to be better next week.
For sure.
Cool. All right. See ya.
Bye, guys.